After 75, the biggest mistake I see isn't inactivity. It's believing that stretching alone is enough. If you're waking up stiff, if your first steps feel unsteady, if you need a few seconds at the edge of the bed before you trust your legs, this is not just aging, and it's not something you should ignore. Let me ask you something. Why do so many falls happen within the first hour of waking up? Why does balance feel worse in the morning, even if you stretched the night before? And why do some seniors stay steady and confident well into their 80s, while others start feeling fragile at 75? After decades observing mobility patterns in older adults, I've noticed a clear difference between those who maintain strength and those who slowly lose it. It doesn't start in the afternoon. It doesn't start during long walks. It starts in bed. Most people stretch their calves, their hamstrings, their back, and stretching feels good. But here's the truth most don't hear. Lengthening a muscle is not the same as activating it. After 75, your nervous system needs stimulation. Your stabilizing muscles need gentle engagement. Your circulation needs to be prompted before your full body weight challenges your joints. Without that preparation, your first steps happen with sleepy muscles and slower reflexes. And that's when instability quietly creeps in. In today's video, we'll rank 5 bed exercises from least impactful to most effective. And stay with me, because number 2 could meaningfully influence how steady you feel when you stand each morning. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family is growing from. Let's begin. Number 5, ankle pumps and circles. This may seem too simple to matter, almost too basic to be worth your time. But there is a reason ankle pumps are prescribed after nearly every hip or knee replacement surgery. And after 75, simple does not mean insignificant. When you lie in bed for several hours, especially overnight, circulation naturally slows. Gravity is no longer assisting venous return, and your calf muscles, often called the body's second heart, are completely inactive. These muscles play a crucial role in pushing blood from the lower legs back toward the heart. Without regular contraction, blood can pool in the calves and ankles. This pooling contributes to stiffness, swelling, heaviness, and slower neuromuscular responsiveness when you first stand. After 75, circulation efficiency declines, and the speed of nerve signaling also slows. That means your first steps of the morning are taken with reduced blood flow, colder tissues, and less responsive stabilizing muscles. That combination increases the feeling of wobbliness many seniors report. Ankle pumps solve this by gently reactivating the calf muscle pump before you ever put weight on your feet. 2019 clinical study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that older adults who performed controlled ankle pumping exercises before standing showed measurable improvements in lower limb circulation and postural stability compared to those who remained still before rising. Researchers noted that even low-intensity rhythmic contractions significantly enhanced venous return and improved balance readiness. Here's how to perform them correctly. Lie flat on your back. Point your toes downward for 2 seconds, feeling the front of your ankles lengthen. Then pull your toes back toward your shins for 2 seconds, tightening your calves. Repeat this 10 times slowly and deliberately. Do not rush. Next, rotate your ankles in slow, controlled circles, 10 clockwise and 10 counterclockwise. The key is controlled movement. Slow contractions stimulate smaller stabilizer fibers and improve brain-to-muscle communication. Fast, careless motions do not provide the same benefit. Perform 3 rounds every morning before sitting up. This isn't about burning calories. It's about priming your circulatory and nervous systems so that when your feet touch the floor, your legs are awake, supported, and ready to stabilize you. Simple, controlled, protective. Number 4, supine heel slides. If your knees feel stiff, tight, or slightly painful when you first wake up, this movement is not optional, it's essential. After 75, the knee joint becomes more sensitive to inactivity. Overnight, you remain still for 6 to 8 hours. During that time, synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your knee, settles and thickens slightly. Cartilage, which has no direct blood supply, depends on movement to receive nutrients. Without motion, the joint becomes dry, less responsive, and more prone to that familiar grinding or rusty hinge sensation many people mistakenly label as normal aging. It isn't normal. It's inactivity. Supine heel slides restore knee mobility safely because they eliminate load. When you are lying on your back, your leg is fully supported by the bed. There is no body weight compressing the joint surfaces. That means you can move through flexion and extension without stressing the cartilage or irritating sensitive structures. But the real power of this movement is not just mobility, it's controlled strength. Here's how to perform it correctly. Lie flat on your back with both legs extended. Slowly slide one heel toward your buttocks, bending your knee as far as is comfortable. Hold for 3 seconds at the top. Then slowly extend the leg back to the starting position. Perform 12 repetitions per leg for 2 sets. The slow return phase is critical. When you extend your leg back out with control, you are building eccentric strength in the quadriceps. Eccentric strength is what allows you to descend stairs safely, lower yourself into a chair without collapsing, and absorb force when stepping down from a curb. A 2016 study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that older adults who performed controlled knee flexion and extension exercises in non-weight-bearing positions showed significant improvements in joint mobility and functional tasks such as stair negotiation and sit-to-stand performance within 8 weeks. Researchers emphasized that slow, controlled repetitions improved joint lubrication and neuromuscular control without increasing pain. Additionally, heel slides stimulate synovial fluid circulation. Think of it as gently re-oiling the hinge before you use it. Move slowly, avoid jerking, stay within a comfortable range. 2 sets each morning can dramatically reduce stiffness and improve confidence before your first steps of the day. This isn't about pushing through pain. It's about preparing your knees to work the way they were designed to, smoothly, steadily, and safely. Number 3. Supine marching. This is where fall prevention truly begins. After 75, one of the earliest changes in walking mechanics is subtle. Your steps get shorter. Your feet don't lift as high. You begin to shuffle slightly without even noticing. And shuffling is not harmless. It dramatically increases the risk of catching your toe on a rug, a threshold, or uneven pavement. Why does this happen? Because the muscles responsible for lifting your legs, particularly the hip flexors and the deep core stabilizers, gradually weaken when they aren't actively trained. Supine marching directly targets these muscles in a safe, supported position. Your hip flexors are responsible for initiating each step. Every time you walk, they must lift your thigh forward. At the same time, your deep abdominal muscles stabilize your pelvis and spine so your body doesn't sway excessively. If these systems are weak or poorly coordinated, your steps become unstable and inefficient. Here's how to perform it correctly. Lie on your back with both knees bent and feet flat on the mattress. Gently press your lower back into the mattress to engage your deep core. Lift one knee toward your chest in a slow, controlled motion. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Lower slowly back to the starting position. Alternate sides. Perform 15 repetitions per side for 2 sets. The most important part is the lowering phase. When you lower your legs slowly, your abdominal stabilizers and hip muscles must control the descent. This eccentric control is what protects you when you misstep or begin to lose balance. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who engaged in targeted supine hip flexion and core stabilization exercises improved step height, gait stability, and obstacle clearance ability within 10 weeks. Researchers noted that even modest improvements in hip flexor strength significantly reduced compensatory shuffling patterns associated with falls. Stronger hip flexors mean your foot clears the ground more easily. Stronger core stabilizers mean your pelvis stays steady when one leg is off the floor. Together, they create safer steps and faster recovery if you trip. Move slowly. Avoid arching your back. Keep the movement controlled and intentional. This exercise may not look dramatic, but it directly strengthens the muscles that determine whether your next step is confident or risky. Number 2. Straight leg raises. If there is one muscle group that quietly determines whether you remain independent after 75, it is your quadriceps. These large muscles at the front of your thighs are the gatekeepers of mobility. They control knee extension, stabilize your joints when you stand, absorb force when you walk, and allow you to lower yourself safely into a chair without collapsing. Every step, every staircase, every sit-to-stand movement depends on them. And here's the reality. After 70, quadriceps strength declines approximately 3 to 5% per year, if not actively maintained. This process, known as sarcopenia, accelerates when muscles are not challenged regularly. The result? Rising from a chair becomes harder. Climbing stairs feels heavier. Descending stairs becomes intimidating. Straight leg raises directly target this muscle group, safely and effectively, without placing compressive stress on the knees. Here's how to perform them correctly. Lie flat on your back. Bend one knee so that foot is flat on the mattress. Keep the other leg straight. Tighten the thigh muscle of the straight leg. You should feel the kneecap gently draw upward. Lift the straight leg to about a 45-degree angle. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Lower slowly over 3 seconds with control. Perform 10 repetitions per side for 3 sets. The controlled lowering phase is where the greatest strength gains occur. When you lower slowly, your quadriceps work eccentrically, meaning they contract while lengthening. Eccentric strength is essential for safely descending stairs and lowering yourself into a chair without dropping too quickly. A 2014 study published in the Journals of Gerontology, Series A, demonstrated that older adults who performed isolated quadriceps strengthening exercises, including straight leg raises, significantly improved knee extension strength and functional mobility within 12 weeks. Researchers noted improvements in chair rise time and stair descent control, 2 key predictors of fall risk. This exercise may feel modest at first, but consistency creates measurable change. Over time, you can increase the hold duration from 3 seconds to 8 to 10 seconds. Once the movement feels stable and controlled, you may add light ankle weights, but only if you can maintain proper form. Move deliberately. Avoid jerking. Keep your thigh fully engaged. Strong quadriceps are not optional after 75. They are the foundation of standing tall, walking confidently, and maintaining independence. Number 1. Glute bridges. If you could choose only one movement to protect your mobility after 75, this would be it. Glute bridges activate what we call the posterior chain, your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back stabilizers. These are the muscles that keep you upright against gravity. They are responsible for hip extension, pelvic stability, and maintaining posture when you stand and walk. When these muscles weaken, posture begins to shift forward. Steps become shorter. The hips stop fully extending. Balance reactions slow down, and fall risk quietly increases. Many seniors focus on stretching their back or strengthening their thighs, but neglect the glutes. Yet the gluteus maximus is one of the largest and most powerful muscles in the body. When it is strong, your entire frame is supported. When it is weak, everything above and below compensates. Here is how to perform the glute bridge correctly. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet hip-width apart. Before lifting, gently pre-squeeze your glutes. This ensures the right muscles engage first. Press your heels into the mattress and drive your hips upward until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold for 5 seconds at the top. Lower slowly over 4 seconds. Repeat 10 times for 3 sets. Do not fully relax at the bottom. Maintain slight tension so the muscles remain engaged throughout the set. The slow lowering phase is essential. This builds eccentric strength in the hip extensors, the exact strength you use when lowering into a chair or stabilizing yourself if you stumble. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that older adults who performed structured glute bridge training significantly improved hip extension strength, gait speed, and postural stability within 8 to 12 weeks. Researchers noted measurable improvements in balance performance and reduced compensatory forward trunk lean during walking. Strong glutes keep your pelvis stable. A stable pelvis keeps your spine aligned. An aligned spine keeps your center of gravity controlled. That chain reaction determines whether you feel steady or fragile. Consistency with this exercise produces powerful improvements in balance, endurance, and independence. It is not flashy, It is foundational. After 75, foundations matter more than intensity. Build this daily, and your body will respond. Stretching has value, but flexibility alone does not protect you after 75. Activation is what prepares your joints, circulation, and nervous system for safe movement. It wakes up the muscles that stabilize you. It restores blood flow. It reconnects your brain to your legs before you ever take that first step. These 5 exercises, ankle pumps, heel slides, supine marching, straight leg raises, and glute bridges, work together to address circulation, mobility, hip control, quadriceps strength, and full posterior chain support in less than 15 minutes. No equipment, no gym membership, no exhausting workouts. Just consistent, targeted strength. Start tomorrow morning before you get out of bed. Even 5 repetitions per movement is enough to begin. Within weeks, standing will feel steadier. Walking will feel smoother. Daily tasks will require less effort. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone over 75 who needs to see this. Your independence is worth protecting. Thank you so much for watching.